Well, hello there, my fellow rushers. How you been doing today? King Rex here, and today we're gonna be doing yet another challenge. One of my viewers had a question that must be answered, and the question is: can you beat Kingdom Rush Origins post-game with Bladesingers and Lynn? Well, let's explain the rules and get right into the challenge. So yeah, the rules. There are three simple rules. Rule number one: we have to beat the entirety of the post-game, which is this area, and this area right here. Rule number two: we're gonna be playing on veteran difficulty, because on impossible, again, just like with the golden longbows, it turned out to be quite impossible. So veteran difficulty will be our main difficulty. And rule number three: what can we use? Well, we can only use Bladesingers and Lynn, which I don't know why he decided for me to use Lynn, but whatever. I guess I'll be playing with Lynn then. So yeah, without any further ado, let's get right into the challenge. Alright then, starting off with the first level. This one I naively tried to do it on impossible mode, because I thought, Bladesingers are OP. How hard will it be? Well, let me tell you, it is surprisingly challenging. I mean, look at these flying enemies. The amount of speed boost that they receive is through the roof. I can't take them down, man. We don't have enough air support, so I had to turn down the difficulty to veteran. And even on veteran difficulty, it was still quite challenging, but as you can see, it's way more doable. Thank God that Lynn can affect the flying enemies with her Curse of Despair, which basically slows them down by 50%, which is very nice when you don't have a lot of air support. Sure, we ended up losing to one Pertian, but that's okay. We beat the level. Nice. Moving on to this one. Here I lost a couple of lives here and there, because, you know, flying enemies are annoying on these levels. And yeah, if you're wondering why we're not doing it on impossible, because it will not be possible. The amount of speed that they receive, like as a consequence from increasing the difficulty, is a little bit too much, and even with the reinforcements and the tier 3 barracks, it's not gonna be doable. We'll never make it through these levels, hence why we had to turn down the difficulty to veteran, and it's pretty possible. I mean, look at that, we've been doing pretty fine. Now here we go with these awful enemies, the Org Magi's. I thought that they were gonna be my death, because they take very long time to take down. Like, even with Lightning and Lilith's ultimate, they still don't go down. Look at them. They're just there. They help out other guys, but I was able to figure out how to beat them. You wanna know how to beat them? Group them up with as many enemies as you can, and then blast them up. That's pretty easy. Now, at least on paper. The thing is that they have this life link ability, which basically makes them absorb 50% of the damage dealt to other enemies that are close to them. So as long as you group them up with some tough enemies like Athens or Blood Orcs, you can pretty much just annihilate them with one lightning strike. And yeah, now we're up to Bram the Beheader, who was surprisingly easy. We're kind of perma-stunning him, in a way. I mean, sure, he may be moving a little bit, just a little bit, but nah. But look at these Org Magi's though, they took a very long time to take down. 2 lightning strikes and Lilith's ultimate. Damn. Well, at least we beat this area. Moving on to this one, it's pretty easy. No flying enemies means Bladesinger spam. And yeah, the Bladesingers are just obliterating this level. Not even the flippin' heretics are an issue to the Bladesingers, they can just annihilate them. The golems were a little bit problematic, but when you play on veteran, they're actually not too hard. If you play on impossible, they have fast movement speed, so that's gonna be ridiculous. Thank God we're not playing impossible, because it will probably be literally impossible. And yeah, we did it, no lives lost. However, here we had to unfortunately lose quite a few lives due to the Screecher bats, because these guys can stun your units on the ground, and that means that we can't quite take them down reliably. And here we have like 4 golems coming at us, and this looks very intimidating, but you're forgetting one thing. Bladesingers OP, look at that. Look at that stalling power, bro. Sure, they're getting pretty close, but we annihilated them with the lightning strike and Lilith's ultimate. Lynn's ultimate. I don't know how many times I called her Lilith, because, I don't know, I guess their names are kind of similar. Anyway, this golem is taking a very long time, but he finally ended up succumbing to his injuries, and we can progress. But not before we kill the boss, who is by far one of the easiest in the post-game, as long as you know how to cheese him. You can just keep him at the front, don't allow him to make any progress, and none of his support units are gonna spawn, and you just have to camp him. Just wait, man, that's the way it is. This is on 8 times speed, he's taking a while, but we did it. We beat him, 2 stars, not too bad. Moving on to this area now. Here we have the Dark Spitters, which are gonna be a pain in the butt, because, you know, they can just annihilate our units and turn them into shadow spawns, which is something that we don't want to happen. And yeah, here I think I lost a couple of lives, but that's okay. We're still gonna beat it with 3 stars, even though I messed up my lighting, we still defeated the level. And here, just look at these Bladesingers, man. Annihilated this wave. Yeah, I don't know if this is supposed to be challenging, we're just rushing, man. We're destroying it. I know that, if anything, that's one of the reasons why Bladesingers are, in my opinion, better than, the Forest Keepers. They have more stalling power, man. Look at that stalling power. And they still do a good amount of true damage. That Blade Dance, the small AoE true damage from the perfect parry, it's just enough to keep him up, with the crowds. And now for the boss. The boss was, well, come on, say it with me. Easy. Because look at that. Look at that. He's not making progress, man. He's kind of getting stuck. He's just stuck thinking about what to do, man. I want to get out. I want my mommy. I can't make any progress. I'm gonna die. Well, yes, you're gonna die. In 3, 2, and 1. Destroyed. Yay. Wowzers, man. This boss got destroyed. So, in the end, the question must be answered. Can you beat Kingdom Rush Origins post-game with Bladesingers and Lynn? Well, the answer to that is yes. Yes, you can. Sure, you may not be able to beat every level with 3 stars. Like Dirt Hill Outskirts, it was pretty ridiculous. I feel like we need some other hero in order to do it, but overall, I'm satisfied with this challenge. If anything, that was a Bladesinger showcase and Lynn showcase. And yeah, that was pretty fun. So yeah guys, with that out of the way, that's gonna do it for the video. Thank you everybody so much for watching. I appreciate you for sticking around to the end. Subscribe if you want to see more of this content in the future. And while you're at it, drop a like on the video, it means a lot to me. And I will see you in the next video. Until it comes, that was King Rexy, over and out.